Section 410.66, concerning insulation and recessed lighting fixtures, was incorporated into the National Electrical Code starting with the 2008 edition. This specific requirement is not found in the 2005 NEC. The introduction of Section 410.66 addresses a potential fire hazard related to the proximity of thermal insulation to recessed lighting fixtures that are not rated for such contact, referred to as non-IC rated fixtures. To understand the significance of this code change, it is crucial to differentiate between IC rated and non-IC rated recessed lighting fixtures. IC, or insulation contact, rated fixtures are specifically designed and tested to be safely installed in direct contact with thermal insulation. These fixtures incorporate features such as thermal protection devices and heat dissipating designs that prevent them from overheating when surrounded by insulation. Non-IC rated fixtures, on the other hand, are not designed for direct insulation contact. When these fixtures are covered with insulation, the heat generated by the lamp or light-emitting diode, LED, has no means of escape, leading to a potentially dangerous build-up of temperature. This elevated temperature can ignite the insulation or other nearby combustible materials, resulting in fire. The purpose of Section 410.66 is to mitigate this fire hazard by requiring a physical barrier between non-IC rated recessed lighting fixtures and thermal insulation. This barrier, typically in the form of a field-installed box or enclosure, prevents the insulation from coming into direct contact with the fixture, thereby allowing heat to dissipate properly. The specific requirements for this barrier are outlined in Section 410.66 of the 2008 NEC and subsequent editions. The code mandates that the enclosure be of sufficient size to completely isolate the fixture from the insulation and that it be constructed of a material that is suitable for the temperature and environmental conditions of the installation. The enclosure must also be properly secured to prevent it from shifting or dislodging over time. It's important to note that Section 410.66 applies specifically to field-installed boxes or enclosures. Many manufacturers offer recessed lighting fixtures that are already equipped with integrated enclosures that meet the requirements of this section. These fixtures are typically identified as IC rated and can be installed in direct contact with insulation without the need for a separate enclosure. When working with recessed lighting installations, it is crucial to carefully consider the type of fixture being used and the presence of thermal insulation. If non-IC rated fixtures are being installed in an area where insulation is present, the requirements of Section 410.66 must be strictly adhered to. This includes providing a properly sized and constructed enclosure to prevent direct insulation contact. Here's a breakdown of the key considerations when addressing Section 410.66 of the National Electrical Code. Firstly, identify the recessed lighting fixture rating. Determine whether the fixture is IC rated or non-IC rated. This information is typically marked on the fixture itself or in the manufacturer's specifications. Secondly, assess the presence of insulation. Determine whether thermal insulation will be present in the vicinity of the recessed lighting fixture. This includes insulation in the ceiling, walls, or any other area where the fixture is installed. Thirdly, comply with Section 410.66 if the fixture is non-IC rated and insulation is present. Ensure that a field-installed box or enclosure is provided to prevent direct contact between the fixture and the insulation. The enclosure must meet the requirements outlined in Section 410.66 of the NEC. Fourthly, ensure proper enclosure construction. The enclosure must be constructed of a material that is suitable for the temperature and environmental conditions of the installation. It must also be of sufficient size to completely isolate the fixture from the insulation. Fifthly, secure the enclosure. The enclosure must be properly secured to prevent it from shifting or dislodging over time. This may involve using screws, brackets, or other appropriate fasteners. Sixthly, consider IC-rated fixtures as an alternative. If possible, consider using IC-rated recessed lighting fixtures instead of non-IC-rated fixtures. IC-rated fixtures are designed for direct insulation contact and do not require a separate enclosure. Seventhly, consult with a qualified electrician. If you are unsure about the requirements of Section 410.66 or how to properly install recessed lighting fixtures, consult with a qualified electrician. An electrician can assess the specific installation conditions and ensure that the installation complies with all applicable codes and regulations. The requirements of Section 410.66 are intended to prevent fires and ensure the safety of building occupants. Failure to comply with these requirements can result in serious consequences, including property damage, injury, or even death. When working with electrical installations, it is always best to err on the side of caution and consult with a qualified professional if you have any doubts or concerns. The code change represented by the introduction of Section 410.66 in the 2008 NEC reflects an evolving understanding of fire safety and the importance of preventing potential hazards associated with electrical installations. By requiring a physical barrier between non-IC rated recessed lighting fixtures and thermal insulation, this code change significantly reduces the risk of fire and enhances the overall safety of buildings. It is essential for electricians, contractors, and building inspectors to be aware of this code change and to ensure that it is properly implemented in all new and renovated installations. In addition to the specific requirements of Section 410.66, there are several other considerations that should be taken into account when installing recessed lighting fixtures. These include proper wiring techniques, grounding, and overcurrent protection. It is also important to select fixtures that are appropriate for the intended application and to follow the manufacturer's instructions for installation and maintenance. The NEC provides comprehensive guidelines for electrical installations, and it is essential to consult the latest edition of the code to ensure compliance with all applicable requirements. The NEC is updated every 3 years to reflect changes in technology, safety standards, and best practices. Staying up to date with the latest edition of the NEC is crucial for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems. The introduction of Section 410.66 serves as a reminder of the importance of continuous improvement in electrical safety standards. As new technologies emerge and our understanding of potential hazards evolves, it is essential to adapt and update our codes and regulations to reflect these changes. By working together, electricians, contractors, building inspectors, and code-making bodies can ensure that electrical installations are safe, reliable, and in compliance with the latest standards. In summary, Section 410.66 of the National Electrical Code, which was added in the 2008 edition, mandates the use of a field-installed box or enclosure to prevent insulation from contacting non-IC rated recessed lighting fixtures. This code change is crucial for preventing fires and ensuring the safety of building occupants. When working with recessed lighting installations, it is essential to carefully consider the type of fixture being used, the presence of thermal insulation, and the requirements of Section 410.66. Consulting with a qualified electrician is always recommended to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations.